Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Mark for Destiny. It's been a little while, and it's going to be a short session, but life happens. Last time, getting actually into the deserts of Flard, party ventured forth on their horse with enhanced speed. Abaddon came across a few carrion birds, one of which who had very strange bone spurs coming out of it. Danny, having talked with the bird, found out that it happened after it ate a dead body. Also, talking with the bird, they found out that there are trees that animals will go around and eat ripened fruits that have fallen to the ground and get drunk off of. Through their travels across a dried riverbed in the desert, the party also, throughout a couple nights, saw strange red orbs floating way in the distance. Deciding not to attempt to entice or approach in any way, they merely observed and noted throughout watch shifts. After seeing these orbs for a couple nights, and being along a similar path to them during one of the days, they had found a couple bodies. Cam, seeing this, decided to just burn the bodies in case something was wrong with them, after using a mage hand to do a quick check of anything of value, which there was not really anything worth off of the random people wandering the desert. Aside from water, but, curses, contamination, didn't trust it, burn the bodies. Val had done a brain function paladin ability.
Divine Sense.
Yes, that. Val had done a divine sense before the burning and found some bad voodoo on the body. Voodoo on the bodies, and decided, that was it. Decided of now we burn them. Cam had also smote the bird down with guiding bolts on the ground of, let's not let that curse thing live around. Later in their travels, they had come across a small water pond and did a look around. It found that there were drag marks of what looked to be a large alligator, crocodile, or some similar creature. Upon investigating and Val popping another one of his abilities, found that there's something down there laying at the bottom that's pretty big, that's got some bad mojo on it as well. And the party devised a plan to get the thing up and take care of it. After setting up a trap and a plan to make Val beeg Val, and a short scuffle, finding out it was a crocodile that looked to have been unnaturally enlarged, as its muscles were like almost Devil Joe style, tearing out from under its skin. Val taking a few nasty chomps, and Salt Dre's taking a good tail thwack. But the beast was killed and dealt with, and we left off with it being slain, Val bleeding there a bit, and the party deciding of what they were going to do, which is where we will pick back up on. It has been quite some time. Anyone have any questions or things to add? Matt, if you have a statement, you are muted.
I know. I was just grabbing a drink and I've been trying to put myself back to where we were.
All right. Oh yeah,
I
Dan.
do not know offhand. Sorry.
Oh yeah, very important thing. The bird whispered into Danny's ear in common tongue asking if he could feel his bones, and then returned to Salt like nothing had happened while Salt was asleep. Danny decided to be a snail that night because he no longer wanted to feel his bones. A giant snail.
Druid does weird things. I don't know, man.
But we pick back up with the party. Val, you are still big. You have dead crocodile that you have absolutely, butchered a good part of its back out. What would the party like to do here with said dead animal?
Get that dragged away before I lose concentration on the spell, please.
Yes. Get it away from the water and burn it.
Yep.
All right. Drag it a good little distance away from the water. You guys can start up the bonfire.
He makes sad Mario noises because it only lasts a
As he
minute.
shrinks. Val making Mario noises as he shrinks.
Soldiers too. They both got beat.
Probably like in the middle of the drag, and it's like,
That's right. You had dual casted that.
It's with your knees, not your back. Or was it your back and not your knees? I lift with my arms.
Can you tell if there's anything left or else bad in the pool, or is it just gross, you think? To Valjeff.
I seem to have reached my limit.
Ow.
Presente.
Like a full day away. Okay. I don't know. Part of me wants to let Danny, see if it ate something, but the other part of me says no.
You want to see
Are you
if
saying
this
touching
is
something creatures was bad?
It is. Speaking of, come here. And I'll give him a lesser
just
restoration. Yes, you.
How much healing he getting?
Nothing. He's getting a lesser restoration in case he picked up a disease.
Ah, yes.
Because I don't have remove curse yet.
All right.
Okay, I'm not asking to counter that, but really randomly, because now my brain's trying to figure it out. When are paladins immune to a disease?
I think it's 3rd level.
There.
Disease doesn't really come up on our games.
Yeah,
It's
not
true.
a very well rounded out section of the game.
I don't know what he's got. I'm covering my bases.
I'm not
He probably
complaining
doesn't know
about you.
what
My
he's
brain just
got.
asked the thing. We're dealing with weird shit. Who knows what it'll go under and qualify as? My brain just started thinking about the ability and was curious.
All right. Burning that's going to take a little while. It's a big thing, and it was also wet.
Do we have a hook? Maybe we can just run it through the water a few times. See if we grab anything weird. I don't want to have a big contaminated water source in case anybody else comes through here.
Yeah, that's just asking for things to spread. Places like this are usually marked pretty well for that.
So if we do in fact have rope and hook, which I think we may.
We may.
I have rope.
You've definitely got rope. I know you have rope.
Auger, I guess. A giant metal chunk. We can just wrap it around the rope.
Yeah.
You guys do have. You guys have tools and stuff you could wrap around it or rope up. Anything like that.
Let's have a giant gator we could carve a bone hook out of real quick.
That feels slightly self-defeating in case any part of it breaks off.
You have a fair point.
As the rancid smell wafts from it.
The familiar smell of burning bodies.
Well, no, you specified it's real bad with these.
Yeah, you did. Exceptionally so.
Yeah.
But we
Really
can-
gets your appetite up. Good thing you had a good berry earlier today.
But we can find something and just kind of give it a few tosses. Just doing what we can.
Giving a few tosses down there. Dredging things up. Who's doing the dredging?
I am a
I
weak,
feel like
weak
we
little
all three
man.
slowly turn to look at the guy who has actually built like a fucking, wall.
Alright, I'll do it.
Alright,
I don't want to get pulled into that water.
just give me a d20.
Yes. Come here. Give me.
Above table Thaddeus, does the druid have anything to add to this?
Actually, when we sitting here diving in myself,
Oh, that's
okay?
it.
Or
that's a
slowly
begin.
destroying the water.
Yeah, you might have
Not really.
purify.
That's a what, Medina?
That's a 10.
Alright. Not really pulling anything up. Not really finding anything down there.
Hmm.
Purified would have perfect.
Danny, are you just going to take time and just destroy this body of water?
That would take so long. That takes so
It
long.
would take so very.
You could be a man of dedication.
I
Do
am.
we
not.
have any leftover meat by any chance?
We might. Probably nothing fancy.
It doesn't need. Just, Call me crazy, but I have an idea.
So
I
you
don't think
taking
we-
some of your ration? Are you taking some of your ration jerky and fishing with it?
I don't know if we got a bigger slice, but we could do that.
I don't think we've really found any wildlife as we've gone.
Not any big things, just you would have seen like some small little desert things, but nothing substantial.
I'm aware
So,
of one
uh,
snake friend, and we're not sacrificing it.
We have any cloth?
You guys have been on the good berry diet.
Cleaned out.
I should probably have some cloth somewhere from something.
The last big chunk of meat you guys got, you gave it away.
Yep.
You've got a troll pass.
It is. I can use. That
You
absorbs.
got one. You got one bridge crossing later for that trade.
If you're just trying to use meat, use the crocodile.
Oh yeah, but no, we're not using that.
If it fish other things out, then that would fish other things out.
I don't want his tainted blood in the water. Then they get a little bit of rope, like this is a small portion, like unwind it, wrap it around the hook and the jerky, and you're gonna see him cut his hand. Just grab onto the rope for a minute.
All right. let some blood get on there. Give it a minute.
Toss it back in the water.
All right.
So you didn't
Yep.
blood in water.
It's my blood.
Is your blood better than their blood?
I
That
don't
was
look
blood.
like that.
Is not infected with the bad juju. At least we hope not.
'Cause that would have popped off because he has my sense after we killed the thing.
I think you were out before then. Otherwise, we'd know that there's nothing or something in the lake.
Hmm.
Unless you have it
I feel
under
like
use.
you're right.
I can't remember if I used the sense after that. That's when I found out that little funky with the salt over there.
You used it for the crocodile, but we stopped at to find out what was down there. But after that, we stopped at the end of the fight, so you didn't have time to use it again.
Like,
Well,
Alright.
if there's a man-eater down there, I should probably... Let me step a bit out of the water first.
After letting your fishing attempt go for a couple minutes, nothing seems to bite.
I'm taking the bait.
Can I like cast this net into the water a couple of times? See if it can pick anything up.
Yeah.
Net fishing tools. That makes sense.
Yeah, you cast it a few times. Nothing comes back.
See, just knowing that I was just asked if I had anything. I would have gone searching through my backpack to randomly find this net that I forgot I had.
what kind of net?
Fishnet.
I just have net written down. I remember buying a net. So yeah, I don't think there's anything in the water. Probably.
Well, if you're thinking that we're basically as clear as we're gonna get, then I guess we move on. It'll help you get away from the smell anyway.
Yes.
About all we got left, I think.
All right. Back on Abaddon and carrying on. So, a few hours go by, and it's getting close towards nightfall. Would you guys say? Well, that's right. You have the. You guys are doing the ice block thing. Yeah, Danny up, keeping the ice block and having a just frozen puddle on the ground. But
I would have at least believed it might. It was a different casting spell.
But something you guys are able to see off in the distance. Incredibly fast, far off on the horizon, clouds start to gather, and you don't see anything in the sky, but it sounds like horse hooves thundering through the air. As they seem to go overhead and off in the distance towards that storm cloud brewing. It takes a few minutes, but there is what you can see flashes in the sky, and are able to make out lightning striking somewhere down there, and then striking several more times. As those clouds then proceed to start spreading out at just an unnaturally fast rate.
Can't be good.
Within a couple minutes of travel, the sky has gone dark, and not from nightfall, but the clouds themselves blanketing over everything. With lightning periodically flashing across the sky, thunder starting to boom. What would you guys like to do?
Gonna look at Nature Boy.
Yeah.
No, there could be two of us. It's Nature Boy.
Ric Flair's not in the party.
Depends upon the woo that Thaddeus is able to give.
Like, have I seen anything that looks like this before?
You have actually. There are druidic rituals that your family has done before to gather vast rain clouds. So it's definitely within the realm of possibility that whatever's going on there, someone could be summoning a storm.
Does it seem to me like it's going to affect us anytime soon?
If it rains, it rains. It's probably going to affect the whole area.
It's just a bit of rain. There's nothing to be concerned about. Bit of rain from lightning. Just don't be wearing metal.
In the desert, though?
It rains in the desert sometimes, I think.
Yeah, I'm aware it rains in the desert, but doesn't that usually come with flash floods and other issues? At least it did at home.
You say as you guys have been using a dried riverbed as a travel guide.
I'm well aware of this fact, actually. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Just reminding you.
I appreciate it. This is Matt being nervous about what could go on here if we stay here.
That's
That's
it,
all,
good.
honestly.
Do you want to get out of the way? Bunker up for the night? Call camp early?
Staying in here at least seems like a bad idea, and I don't know how heavily it will go. Do you know?
That looks like it's wrapping up to be a nice sized storm. So it could last for 5 seconds or several hours, depending on who's summoning it.
So no consistent
No.
ideas, at least then. Okay.
And we're in the middle of the desert, so there's not a whole lot of places to take shelter.
No, there's not. Probably best to at least get out of the riverbed, though, because again, if it's going to come flooding, it'll take the easiest route it can at first. Probably best to not be right on the riverbed edge either.
Yeah, I'm gonna direct Abaddon to move towards higher ground.
All right. Are you going to just be finding the highest spot you can and making camp there for the night?
Seems like our best bet, right?
Yeah.
Staying up above all the water levels and everything.
We'll be above water, but we'd be closer to lightning if there is a ton of lightning. But lightning's easy to deal with. I think. So yes, find a high spot you can, then setting up camp there.
All right. So, well, you guys get up there. It hasn't started raining yet here. With how dark it is, it's pretty clear that night has fallen, and it's windy, but it's at least at the moment it's not like gonna blow your stuff away. It just seems to be, it's just a very constant blowing. And while you guys are getting stuff set up, Danny, there's a brief lapse in the clouds above that you're able to see, and you're able to see. One second. You're able to see the stars of your god very briefly before the clouds blow back over. The toe that Thor threw to the heavens.
Are you looking for the name?
No, I had to burp, so I muted for a moment. That's why. But you're able to see that star up in the sky very briefly before they are swallowed up by the clouds again. Any kind of watch order you guys would like to set up?
Would be a good idea.
What?
Probably would be a good idea.
I'm going to take first watch so I can keep an eye on the storm and how it's progressing.
All right.
I'll take last shift.
I'll probably take second then, as the other person used to seeing storms in the deserts and how that might go.
Okay. If you need a reminder, Thaddeus, it's Arvindil, though.
Yeah, it's Armandale. I knew his name.
All right.
I would hope you know your god.
But that does remind me, I would like to plant a seed here at camp.
All right.
Because some
Plant a
seeds
seed.
grow better in the desert. Who knows?
Plant the seed on the high hill before it rains. And as watch goes, well, Cam, did you say you were taking first, or?
Somebody else
Wait, who
did,
said it?
meaning I'm asleep, meaning I'll get woken up when I get woken up.
Who said they were taking first? Danny's taking first. So, as you guys are settling in, the rain starts coming down, and it is a downpour to the point that you basically can't see outside of the cart. Dark vision is not a problem. It is the sheer volume of rain is physically blocking your sight. You have the occasional rumble of thunder and lightning. Is there anything you'd like to do during your watch, Danny?
Very, very frightening.
No, Galileo's not here.
There is nothing in particular that I would like to do during my watch.
All right.
Just keep an eye out on where the storm's coming from, how close the lightning is, how long it's lasting, etc.
It lasts the entirety of your shift.
None of my spell lists give me Liam, and I'm very upset.
So you are towards the end of your shift. You are able to hear the sound of rushing water in the distance.
Can I see that riverbed? It gets evacuated.
You cannot see through the rain.
How far can we see? Like 10 feet
Yeah,
ish.
things are pretty heavily obscured. But your time goes by. Wake up whom you chooses.
I believe Salt volunteered for a second.
I did.
All right.
There will be
Salt's
Salt.
up. Yep. Danny wakes you up. Yeah, it's raining real hard, and there is the occasional boom of thunder and the flash of lightning.
Surprise flashbang.
You can hear running water in the distance.
Oh, good. So we were right about that. Bad idea. Glad we got up here.
Yeah, didn't see any or hear anything else. Storm just is going to be raging for a while.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to hear or see anything in this. Holy shit, it's awful.
I don't know much about deserts, but I don't think it typically rains like this.
A big storm isn't actually it isn't common, but when it does rain, it's not uncommon for it to be a big storm. This one seems a little sudden and bigger, though.
Probably another wizard dude, like that one lightning guy, whose name I don't remember.
Sorry, Dion. Oh, did we get his name? Wait, actually, while we're here, did we get his name, or was it just?
We got his name.
Because I feel like I was saying Matt. There's the name, I think, but I couldn't remember if we had heard it.
I mean, I think he's referring to Bolverker. You're the one who gave him some lettuce, and had you guys go and helped you guys bar hop.
He did a whole let me talk to the entire plane voice in the sky.
Yeah.
Minor details.
Mere details, yeah. Yeah, well, good to know. Keep an eye out. I'll wake you up if I have any questions. Still don't know this whole plane's everything yet, but we'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah. And in case rain does clear up, flashbang will give you 300-foot night vision.
I appreciate that.
If it doesn't,
When I
don't
figure
stare
out what
at
it does as I look around.
Wow, you still can't see shit.
That's what I'm saying.
You can see the rain in high definition.
I'm even more aware of the fact that I can't see anything.
I mean, you never know. It could be like blood rain, and if rain just happens to be red, that could be something concerning that you would want to look at.
Thankfully,
Now I'm concerned. Is it red rain? Are we in blood rain?
thankfully, Salt, there is not to be a curse of plagues upon you at the moment, and the rain
Yet.
appears to just be rain. I said at the moment.
For now.
Okay, I'm saying I do kind of want to wake up Val, just to see if this is tainted rain.
He has not had his rest yet.
I know. I'm just saying this to Salt.
Yeah, if he could check it, it'd be a good idea. If. Big if.
Maybe ask him when he wakes up.
I'll check with him. See what we can find out.
I had to bed now. Enjoy your watch.
That's a strong word for what's going to happen, but alright.
I'm headed off to go lay down.
All right. Time goes by and it rains the entire time. Salt. Booms of
Anything I
thunder.
notice?
Booms of thunder, flash of lightning. Anything you notice? Yes, you did say, it's like, it can rain for a while, but like, if it's been raining for like over 4 hours, that's not natural. That's
Okay.
unusual.
So I do have confirmation of this is not normal stuff. Gotcha.
But time to wake Cam comes soon enough.
Can I do one thing while we're doing all this?
Go ahead.
Curious question. If the rain is too heavy for a bird to fly,
It's not too heavy for it to fly. It might impede it, but
doesn't want to?
it's one of those things of bird can't see.
I was gonna have it hop along the ground to see where towards the river to see if it could see it. Check the water level. The flying was more of if it needed to emergency get up away from the water.
Okay.
Just a
you can
squawk
send-
that disappears into the
You could send
distance.
the bird. You could send the bird to hop out. Yeah.
Just to check, I don't want to make sure because you never know how far a flood goes, and I don't want the flood getting us. If I could keep an eye on it.
Are you going to see through its eyes type deal?
Probably flicker between the two.
All right. It's one of those things to where like, it's dark. It's hard to see. You're looking down. It's kind of like one hop at a time. Water is draining downhill, and you get a good distance down. As you can you hear through the bird too, right?
Yes, sight and sound.
Yes. You can hear the rushing water get closer as you're hopping down. It seems unlikely that it's gonna reach all the way up here to you guys unless it were to pick up even more.
Okay. Which, unfortunately, with the realization of this being an unnatural storm, isn't impossible. But I just wanted to make sure we weren't secretly about to have, the ground wash out from underneath us. So I'm pretty alright with that.
The bird, it takes a couple minutes for the bird to actually get back, and when it comes in, it is just soaked.
I will give it snack and dry blanket to crawl in.
The moment it enters, it does sit there and shake itself off.
That is fair.
All right. Whenever you're ready to wake up Cam with information.
Yeah, I'll shake Cam awake. Like, hey, it's your turn to do all this now.
Grumbling night mode. I don't know what you want from me.
No, that's fair. I didn't know if you were going to talk or not. I wanted to make sure you're listening. So, heads up, storm ain't normal. It's weird. Shouldn't last this long. Checked on the waterways down below. It's a good ways off, but if you start to hear it get a little bit closer or too close, just probably give us a heads up, because it shouldn't get up here, but neither should it still be storming like this.
Okay.
Cool. Well, Good night, I guess.
Cam,
I
you can
will
see,
go.
Cam, you can see his bird over there, blanket burritoed.
Fair enough.
All right.
Mood.
So, Cam, the no, like I said before, perpetual rainstorm going on, continuing on throughout your shift. A decent little while into your shift, you're able to see the shimmer of Itzapopalotl starting to form as he manifests pretty much right at the end of the cart and like looks out the window and looks back at you.
It's wet.
Geez, kid, you guys are really caught up in a storm. Okay, so good news, bad news, kind of. Really depends on how you take it. All right. So, you guys did hear what sounded like like some horse riding across the sky earlier, right?
I think so, yeah.
All right, good. Well, good is loose terminology here. So, you might be getting into some demonology stuff if you go asking about this, but I know that's something you might be interested in, and it also might lead somewhere towards some of the old gods, possibly. And if it doesn't lead towards them specifically, you might be able to make contact with some peoples that do have other contacts or know stuff. So, when you get, well, I say when, if you get around some influential people or some people that are obviously demonic cultists or might, look like they got something going on there, ask about the rider in the sky. And, from there you're going to have to, use your own wit, guile, and that beautiful brain of yours to smooth them up and get in and get what you can. Rider in the sky, remember that, kid? And pointing his tail at you as he's saying that.
I was about to repeat it, but I guess you've got it.
All right. I shouldn't have to warn you about this stuff, well, your whole family and everything, but obviously, be careful, don't get yourself killed or sacrificed.
My gaze shifts over toward Danny. And then returns to Itzapopalotl.
When you look over, when you look over, he also looks over him for a minute. Look, man. You may need to work something out with him, to not mess things up. Who knows, he might befriend them.
I shrug.
Alright. What's the guy's name again?
That one?
No, the thing I said earlier. Thing you've been looking for.
Rider in the sky.
Alright, good job. So, that's all I stopped in to say, give you that little bit of information, a little heads up, there might be something if you play your cards right over there. Once again, you've dealt with aristocrats your whole life, you've dealt with backstabbers, you know what to expect, you know how to talk with people. You may need to give your friends a lesson, or, teach them at least when to shut up, but I'm gonna let you enjoy the rest of the rainstorm. Any questions for me before I vamoose off?
Demonic, but might be somehow connected to old god things, right?
Yeah, they demons and old gods go way back, so they might have some interconnections, or you might be able to go from one person with a lot of knowledge to another. At least get some networking going on.
Okay.
All right, enjoy the rest of your night, morning, whatever. And starts to fade away into the ether again.
I reconcile more indirect generalisms and also being surrounded by water, which I don't like anymore. Eh.
Aside from that, your shift comes and goes, and it's Val's time.
Just as a funny, I think maybe I didn't want to interrupt, but like when they'll get involved with sacrifices and stuff like that, and I feel like Saul just had that moment of just like roll over and like, I am no longer comfortable and has to readjust.
If only Salt could hear.
If only Saul could hear. It's just vibes. It's just bad vibes for him.
The vibes are fine, chillin'.
Cam, how are you waking Val up?
Just gonna nudge his foot with my foot.
You right?
My shift already.
It's raining. That's about it. It's still
Well?
raining, but that's about it.
Val?
Hmm?
You feel a bit cold.
It's because of the ice block in the corner of the...
No. No, it's not because the ice on the floor.
Are you chilly as well, or is it just me?
Am I?
Well, to note, with the rain, the temperature has dropped a decent bit, but Cam, it's kind of it's more of like it's still kind of it's still comfortable for you. So the guy that was shirtless in the snow and ice just fine should definitely not have a problem.
So in other words, I'm just fine and don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
No idea.
I don't like that. Am I getting like a sense of unease?
A little. Considering where you lived your whole life before this and the weather you endured, you're not usually cold until, unless you've been outside in the snow and ice for a few hours and haven't been doing anything to keep your warmth up.
Okay, does it consider a long rest for me?
Yeah, you had your long rest.
Okay. Be not afraid.
Huh?
Fine sense.
All right. Your markings and eyes glow. So, a little bit of that juju that was on the alligator seems to be on you. It's not super strong at the moment, but you feel something similar as you felt a couple times now on those creatures is lingering on you.
You've said you purified me of disease, correct?
It should have taken care of any diseases you had, but if you picked up something nastier, I'm not quite there yet.
I don't believe it's disease. It may be of some kind of curse.
Well, hopefully I'll figure that out sooner rather than later. In the meantime, try not to send your pelvis through your hip, I guess. I don't know. Do you have anything in your toolbox that might help with that? Stave it off.
Or maybe. Right?
You kind of got bit center massy, so it's not like I could just, you know.
Yeah.
For reference, he did also sit there and hack into that thing a lot, and was covered in its blood, and mixing blood with it and the wounds there.
There's only so much I can do when he decides he wants to be the blender.
Yeah. Things I can do. Let me see.
Well, I guess monitor it, and if you feel like you're gonna turn spiky, let us know.
God, I forgot. This one. What does this one do?
What?
You're coming in quiet.
I was just trying to see what this one did.
What does this spell do?
Still didn't catch that.
I was just trying to see what this one trait
He's
did.
Okay. Double checking the skills because it's been a while. Understandable.
It could be a poison, could be a curse. So there's one thing I could do.
Well, mine would have depoisoned you.
Does Restoration do poisons as well?
I think so. I can never check, but I believe.
Pretty sure it does.
Yeah, we can always do a quick check.
But can it do multiple poisons at once?
It's one at a time.
One thing at a time.
The lay on hands has this thing says multiple diseases and neutralize multiple poisons with a single use of lay on hands. It could be like similar to a
And one disease or condition.
Yep, poisoned is on its condition list.
Then it goes on and states the conditions.
Yeah, it's on the list. All right. Val, are you doing lay on hands or anything?
It's just gonna see if I can.
Maybe his holy juice is better than mine.
Spending the 5 points.
Wait, no, I got something better. Let's do this. Use my divine inspiration point. I can better make a religion check. Speak to somebody.
I have no idea what you're doing, but I have access to guidance.
Are you
Grab my
the is that one of your alternate paladin ability things instead of
This
the
is a rogue
chasing down?
ability.
Ah, one of the holy rogue ones.
Yeah. When you make a religion or a history check, or an insight check. I
All right.
think this would be a good religion check.
Okay.
Can I tell you're trying to do something and as such give you guidance?
I think he's pulling out his holy symbol and praying.
And if I use the divine inspiration, I can use it to reroll the die and must use the new result.
I'm just gonna hand over my basically traveler protection charm thing by way of guidance. Like he go.
All right.
Do I roll it and then use divine?
Does it say you use it before?
You
or
make a
after you roll?
religion or an insight check, you can expend 1 divine point. Okay, I can spend 1 point to reroll the die.
All right. So go ahead and make your first roll and see if you want to reroll.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to reroll that one.
All right. Mark off a point and reroll.
Ooh, thank God, that's a nat 20.
Plus
Alright.
a D4.
That's a D4.
That's going to bump it to 20. 3, 4, 27.
Right. It's are you under tier or is another one?
Dear.
Okay, I couldn't remember if you were under tier or if you were under one a bit more obscure. All right. So you you start praying for a moment. Yeah. So taking a moment to pray to your holy symbol. Cam giving you his little good luck trinket, and as you're starting to pray, the thunder in the area starts to rumble louder and louder as more flashes of lightning occur, lighting the sky up, even through the overhead of the carriage. As flash after flash occurs, while you have your eyes closed in prayer. Cam, you can see his eyes glowing through his eyelids, though, in that silvery blue color that emanates from him.
Just
Typically, when he's
here,
been channeling his holy magics.
just here being a snake man.
And Val, you can hear and say you enter almost a trance-like state with the thunder and lightning roaring. As you don't get a direct answer, but memories, memories almost like flash into your mind of the absolutely ginormous, just giant skeletal body embedded in the mountainside, way up north back home. That in itself is usually considered a cursed mountain to be upon. The same area that you had found where salt dress had been broken upon the mountain and laid out. You see flashes of like the large scale of the mountain. You see flashes of the bones itself looking like stone worn into the mountain, crashed in, and time having there being enough time for the mountain to erode around it and smooth around it. Bones having been grown over by moss and vines, and all of those moss and vines and things that have attempted to grow around it, slowly withering away or becoming twisted and crooked. Pictures of broken and cracked bits, cutting back and forth. And at one, you cut to the giant skull at a point, and ever so briefly, it almost feels like something's looking back at you through just the hollow, blackened eyes of its skull. And with the last thunderclap, your eyes snap back open.
It is a curse.
You remember tales of that whole mountain region being cursed, and no one going towards it as well. There was nothing good to be had there. You're good to go, man. That was all I had there.
Oh. This is a very old curse, seems.
Should I have any idea what that was?
Relay the best of my ability.
Cam?
Filters, something.
No idea.
Okay. No, that was me asking it out loud.
And I shall do a history check and give him history of the mountain.
All right, roll a history check.
Can I have my thing back?
There you go.
Thank you.
It's gonna be a 17 for history.
So, before I say anything, would you like to spend a point and reroll?
Okay, we'll give it a shot.
You got a 17.
Just asking.
You don't need to reroll. Probably. You're level 4. 17 is pretty high.
17 is pretty high regardless of not being level 4.
At these points I can get back.
As I stare at my 3rd level slots and know I have the fucking fix for this in 1 level.
I forgot this was actually you gain a bonus to the check to my wisdom mod. I forgot to add my wisdom mod to that one.
It's okay. That was a crit last time anyways, it didn't matter.
Yeah, I'll spend the point.
All right.
Because my divine points I get back in comp.
Val closing his eyes again for a moment as a faint glow comes over him once more.
And I'll roll the same thing, but that's plus wisdom modifier. That's gonna be +1, right? Okay, doing that allows me to use my history mod plus my wisdom mod, right?
Yeah, you're adding the extra bit there.
So I had to go
it went
to a 19.
All right. What you're able to remember is that skeleton has been there pretty much before anyone in the local area started recording time. That was there before the current calendar of Beale found, and was written about legends in there of the area has been cursed essentially for as far back as recorded history and then prehistory is known.
And with that check, can I relay any information of anybody going there and coming back from the mountain? Has anybody ever come back from the mountain?
But more importantly, has anybody ever fixed their bones?
Well, yeah, that was along with that.
People have come back. People have come back from the lower parts of the mountains, but people that typically went further in tended to disappear and never come back. Some have managed to come back, but in a state of madness to where they were basically either needed to be cared for as someone with a broken mind or mercy killed. A lot of times it was a mercy killing on the grounds of, no, we don't need someone that's potentially cursed walking around and maybe spreading stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna relay that.
Okay.
Are that curse gonna be out here? Not sure.
Well, for my part, I'll try to figure things out how to fix it. At least in the small scale.
Yeah, No idea where else it could have spread.
Well, maybe if we head there afterward, we can turn it off everywhere.
Be for the best, hopefully.
But okay, it's still your watch. I'm gonna go sit over there and think about life.
All right. Val, through your watch between morning, the rain lightens up and stops. And by the time it's time to wake everyone up, the clouds have parted and are completely gone.
Oh, another thing. From my divine sense, did my axe act funny?
Did your axe?
Because I had slashed the beast with the axe.
No.
Okay.
Just
So-
drain all your blood into the thing and then put new stuff there.
Waking, but time to wake everyone up, get through that stuff. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick.
Do we have vamp material, or just do a quick pause? Once, twice, positives.
Just pause.
And we're back from break. Slight retcon because it's just been there from the start and it's been so natural. I didn't even think about it. Complete slip on my end. When Val would have activated his divine sense, Salt would have popped up on it.
And going off of that, will I be getting the same feeling of the curse on Salt as I do myself?
Yeah. His seems more ingrained.
Salt. Seems we are more alike than we were before.
First thing in the morning, he's being waken up to this.
We're not so different, you and I.
Brother!
We share the
You
same
can't wake
burden.
someone up
Vice
like
versa.
that. You can't wake someone up like that. I'm going back to sleep now, and I'm gonna roll over.
There is a question I'd like to ask of
Hmm.
you. You did say at some point you had, was it really bad luck at times?
Could roll over. Well, I have not had good luck. Ever.
Ah.
It starts, I guess
Point at
it
the bird.
seems I share your same burden, in a sense.
No, you don't.
Whatever that beast was that got me, I had a vision. It traced back to the same mountain you fell from. And we both have the same residue remnants of it now.
I
And
don't
seem
like
to
the
have it to a
residue
lesser
thing.
extent.
I don't like getting told that. That tells me nothing good is happening. And this is why we don't touch weird, freaky things.
It touched me first.
And then you kept touching it.
Not one to back down from a fight. And it bit me.
Congratulations. You have all this now.
Would you kindly explain what this old is?
Would you what? What I what now?
Could you explain what all this is?
What all what is?
Your mic dislikes you just enough.
Whatever we share.
I don't
What
fucking
I've
know, man.
seen,
I
it's
had
a-
bad luck and I got yeeted into this. I got thrown over here. You ask me about bad luck. I've been unlucky my whole goddamn life, so that's nothing new. It's just called bad luck. I don't know anything about
Have
this
I ever
place or
asked him
this
how old
dimension
he
or
was?
anything, because this shit's very, very weird.
Have I ever asked him like how old he actually is?
I don't think you've asked him how old he is. He's made it apparent that he's old, but I don't know if you asked him how old he was.
The cleric girl from his realm seemed to at least treat him with respect of him being older.
Yeah, but people from that realm are weird.
And Salt also had said he would be old enough to be her grandpa.
And I will bring up the history that the mountain that we share the same thing from is older than all of our history. Recorded.
That's all pretty fucked up, not gonna lie. I'm gonna bring up the one big problem of I haven't been here before to know what any of that directly means to things. I've been in this world like a month.
Or you
And
gonna
by
ask
that I
me-
mean you saw me the day I entered. What would you say, sorry?
I was just asking, are you also asking how old he is?
Yeah, that was what I was going for, but he wouldn't better tell me.
Well, you have to ask the
Arik.
question.
Oh,
This is what he's pointing out.
how old actually are you?
105, 106. I don't know. You lose track after enough of them.
And I'm gonna relay him how old our history actually is.
How old is our history in this instance for this? Sorry, I didn't catch all of it when it was there. I don't have it all down.
Flip back as my brain is drawing a blank. It's been a long time since I actually looked at the year count.
I was asking him for how old since he was trying to translate it over.
Oh, well, you have the entire Beelfound timeline, and then loose timeline before that, but you're going back essentially around 2,000 years.
$2,000 years or so, give or take.
Pretty fucking old.
But that skeleton in the mountain has been there longer than that.
It's kind of concerning me, I'm not gonna lie. So a giant weird skeleton in the mountain is responsible for whatever that gator is, whatever it did to you, and you're thinking it did something to me.
It is giving off the same taint that we have.
Lovely, 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 lovely.
But you're
You really know how to wake someone up for the day just to ruin it, don't you?
grabs my little What is it called? Drink pouch. Yeah, there you go.
No, I'm good. Oh boy. Okay. Now I have to figure out what it's doing to me if it's attached. Yay!
Ah,
Are you
little bit.
what it's doing to me?
to note, the bird did not have bad juju on it. Also,
I was look at the little bird. Would you have any insight on that? My feathered friend.
it lifts its wings up in a shrug motion.
Yeah, it'd be too convenient if you had an answer, wouldn't it?
Bobs its head up and down.
Just narrowing my eyes at it.
For anyone who looks out of the cover of the I wanted to say trailer bed. Cart. For anyone who looks out the cover of the cart, you can see the river having being fully filled and a bit overfilled now, rapidly running.
And that is why we avoid the rain.
What was that?
He said that is why we avoid the rain.
Keep that in mind.
Shit. We had to find out now. It's just the salt just pauses as we had to find out we were cursed now. Now, fuck. If you
Never
figured it
really
out back there, I could have asked for help. Literally, the one person I know, well, one of the few people I know who could probably help with it, we had with us, near us, and now we find out. I should not be surprised.
Carting along.
Does Danny have any input on anything?
I figured that's what they were doing immediately after they woke up before they went to go wake anybody else up. So I'm gonna let them have their moment.
Danny's just sleeping there with with the three of them just going over this.
Oh wait, was Cam awake? I didn't hear Cam say anything.
Unless Val woke Salt up and didn't wake the other two up to go over this.
I can't imagine Val speaks very softly.
Manic laughter is when I was going to start waking up in the first place. Like, I don't feel like I did anything horrendously stupid or destructive.
You might have woken up at some point during Val talking.
A little pizza.
But with the party being all awakened now, and ready to move on for the day.
We technically aren't that far away. We can just turn around and go find them. Again.
So we're cursed. We have an unnatural storm. We're in the desert. It's just fucking peachy out here today, isn't it?
You want me to make it better? It won't make it better.
You're going to anyways, so might as well just say it.
Apparently all that clippity-cloppity that we heard yesterday is connected to something referred to as the Rider in the Sky. Any of you know anything about that?
I'm gonna,
Check.
I'm gonna give you guys a no on that due to regional differences.
Based on that description, is it a guy who drives a chariot in the sky? Like a...
No idea, but it's demonic in nature. I was told specifically try not to get y'all sacrificed.
Alright, I gotta object if we start dealing with cults. The altars are not comfortable. I don't want to be sacrificed.
But now you know it's a possibility as we go forward. And that it's demonic in nature.
Fun destabilizing.
Yay!
Salt, would you like Salt, would you like a tidbit of information of the last large cult activity you remember from your world?
Sure. Is it the one I'm thinking of?
It was the Death Phoenix incident where hundreds of people were sacrificed to make a living elemental chaotic being of death and fire.
Lovely, lovely. Good to know.
That then proceeded to also kill all the cultists there. In the end, it was good for no one. And literally hundreds of people died in a horrible manner.
Oh my god. Now we have one in the sky. I don't like your world. Just so you all know, the longer I'm here, the less I like it.
It has its ups and downs.
Does it? I'm waiting for them.
Well, supposedly you found some on the way in.
So I picked you up. That's when you fell down.
You know, it's actually good.
Cop.
You had your down first, then you had your up. And then down again.
It's not as good the second time through.
I'm more upset that the first city's so far away. How many days have we had to fucking camp?
It's only day like 8, I think. Maybe 6.
Feels like 8 too many at this point. What do you guys think?
Traveling and talking under assumption, correct?
Yes.
Getting things ready for morning stuff, and then away we go.
You guys talking in the back of the carriage. It's going along. You see pretty much the remnants of what look to be houses and things of people's property in the river.
And that's called a flash flood.
I just scan for movement.
Doesn't look like any signs of life.
At this point, Val, they've either made it to shore or they're dead.
Well, with things actually being built there, I'm going to assume that that was a particularly torrential downpour.
Yeah.
And not
It
just something this
was-
place does.
Longer than it should have been.
Danny, after cresting a large hill, you're able to see off in the distance a walled city.
In the direction we are going?
Yes. Sorry for interrupting you guys. It was just one thing
Totally
to note.
different direction. Actually behind us.
It's actually a whole city that was behind us that we can see now
No.
because there's no clouds in the sky.
It only appears when it's properly hydrated.
Is it the city of just a mirage?
But yes, heading up the river, you can off in the distance see a walled city.
Looks like we're done traveling now, or we'll be soon.
And now we get to see how fucked up the slaving situation is. Yay!
That is why we're here, isn't it?
You gotta get forces. His dad, I think, said there was a prophecy of slave revolt, and we're here in time for it.
For reference, Danny, you have never really dealt with slaves too much. Or, it's kind of a foreign concept for your whole group there of, everyone just kind of works together in peace where you're from, man.
Yeah, I just assume this is a title of some sort. I don't want to question it.
There's a question I will not answer.
When I have questions, so I'm just going to accept that this is a title of some sort. Maybe a job role.
Yeah, everyone here, their families, not so distant away, or currently, have been involved with the side of slavery, except Danny, who has had zero involvement for either side. And, most of the people from several of your cultures are 100% pro-slavery or at least indentured servitude.
So, like, city, does it look to be damaged in any way? From the rainfall? Plus thunder?
You can't see past the walls, but it looks like as you guys a couple hours later, as you guys get closer, it looks like a lot of the surrounding agriculture area that's been set up with irrigation systems, it looks like a lot of that has been pretty torn up by the severity of the flood. Like, it looks like it's there to be able to hold water and keep it in reserves, but it looks like there was just too much too fast, and there's a lot of damaged land there.
Go on. How'd you know it was the demons or whatever that caused the storm?
I'm pretty sure I've mentioned I have a spirit guide.
You have.
Sorry, let me
Spirit guide.
clarify that. Are you sure it was demons?
That's what they said.
Okay. 'Cause I was thinking before you said anything that this just seems like something out of Thor's, rule book. Cause a rain of storm whenever
Dude,
someone
keep in
is involved,
mind-
and flood cities.
Just keeping in mind passively. I'm coming from a very different culture. What we call a demon may not be the same as what you call a demon.
Going off that logic,
Angels the others.
Going off that logic, Rider in the Sky could actually be several North pantheon deities literally riding a horse through the sky.
But it also
Or
involved
possibly a-
sacrificing and people being sacrificed, so that does help narrow it down, I bet.
Kind of.
Yeah.
A little
What
bit.
do you mean? Yeah.
Some people are doing some weird things. So I don't know for sure if they wouldn't accept a human sacrifice if they were offered one. So
The longer I am on this plane.
I'm just saying, if it is actually one of our gods that is causing this, I don't want to go interfere or interact with that at all.
You know if it is?
No, I don't know if it is or not.
Oh, great.
Like I said, this is something he would do and has done before.
But no guarantee it was this time. Lovely. So we're back to operating on very little to no information.
We know that their adherents could sacrifice you if we piss them off. Honestly, that gives us a lot.
That feels important to know. Have Val stand between me and them before pissing them off.
Typically.
Yep.
And then I can make them really
Pretty
big.
good. I'll say he's a pretty good counter argument, I think.
I smell the oven being too hot. Likely I'll hear the smoke alarm in moments.
You need a minute to go turn it off.
No, they're doing it on purpose. They just
Are
think
they
that's how you cook.
Oh.
Yep.
No, there's kind of a reason why there's temperatures like 375 and 350 for a
One
reason.
would imagine.
I feel like their food gets hot pocket syndrome a lot,
One would imagine.
or just burnt.
But I'm just, in case you hear a beeping coming, here soon. It's okay.
All right.
Ignore it as I have learned to.
Eric's house is not burning down. Someone just doesn't know how to cook.
Good to know.
All right. Any last things or discussions before getting into city territory?
I wonder wistfully if they'll have a spyglass for less than the cost of 5 living humans.
The answer is no.
Humans are cheap. Spyglasses are priceless.
You can accidentally make a human. You don't accidentally make a spyglass.
Yeah, but you gotta
I
like
can get it in the room.
upkeep.
And it,
Sure, you gotta upkeep both.
All right.
Itself and the other shatters if you damage it.
The
there's a
idea,
remote, they'll tidy up their fancy wares.
the idea of buying a spyglass and then one AoE spell and you pull it out and it's just fucked.
Mending.
Mindy.
But as you
There it
guys
is.
you guys are traveling through, there is you guys are going through a bit of damaged farmland, several house structures that were made out of a thatch and mud style. Houses across areas have been destroyed. You can see people about living their lives of some people are burying the dead while others are getting to making mud brick structures to rebuild. Making the setting aside the mud bricks to be cast. the people you are seeing out here, mostly human. They don't look to be necessarily emaciated or in terrible shape. Not looking like the healthiest of people at the moment. Very darkened skin complexion. People that pretty much just live out in the desert. Obviously going to have a very dark skin complexion. But you guys get a lot of looks along the way. But none of what looks to be any of the common folk seem to dare approach you.
So I'm back in human places. So Cam to Human is back in business.
All right. So, one thing that does appear to be, as you guys are getting towards the actual city gate itself, a series of, one second again. A series of oxen with full carriages of what look to be bread and liquid containers, as they set aside in jars, are being hauled out as lines start to form for people going towards them. As just pretty much just containers of bread and liquid are being set out aside to start being passed out to the masses around. Getting to the city gate itself, there are a few men armed with bronze weapons, and pretty decent armor. It's lighter armor, but not too shabby. And old friends, what have you come to Caldec for? Annie, you were the one driving the carriage. You would be the first to be able to answer / see things.
Yeah, honestly, we were kind of hoping to get somewhere dry, you know? That was quite a
friend,
big rain last night, and
friend, you can find dryness in any direction. But why do you come to our city? It is several days' travel from any direction.
Go, 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 apparently.
There are some rowdy townsfolk a few ways over.
I am driving, but I currently do not remember why we were coming to this town.
Then lie.
The reason we're not telling them.
Come up with something or toss it back. And by that I mean call one of us. Don't sit
just
there
chip
and
in.
toss it back.
Not familiar with these plots, and first city we saw in sight.
And why do you come traveling across the desert?
Did you ever send the map?
Did what?
Did you ever send the map? You mentioned
No, I did not.
having map.
No, I completely just did not do that.
Alright.
But you guys came from a more northern area, entered into the pretty much farthest corner of Flard, and started working your ways inward. Pretty much heading southeast.
Okay.
As a few men, they're not like directly surrounding the cart, but there's a few men have taken position around the cart, sort of just eyeing and inspecting you.
Also, goddamn, this is a fucking aggressive ass entry into the city.
They're not they're not like hostile. It's more of this is someone from far away.
I'm aware, but when you walk in, I'll just say, when you walk in and they immediately surround your car and go, why are you here?
Typically, the week and a half of open desert kills most people who head this way. What are you doing here?
Yes, holy shit.
There's also the slight avoidance of the question.
Well, we seem to have lost our map during the storm. And we just so happened to find your town. New road. Going forward, we found somewhere.
Yes, but are you merchants? Are you traders? Are you travelers seeking lands? Are you refugees from somewhere? What is your purpose?
Travelers.
for coming here?
I guess, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, sorry, I didn't really understand the question at first. Sorry about that.
Yes. And how many of you are there back there?
4.
I'm gonna like count my.
Wait, I meant to actually answer that honestly. It is only 4 of us, right?
Oh, 7. Sorry, 7.
What?
There's Abaddon. I have Peter.
They don't want to know about your animals.
The passengers, not the livestock as well.
What do you
Well,
mean,
we were
livestock?
No, you said the L word. No.
We were going to
I was
ask
just
for an
professing
we were
for
going
his
to
VR.
ask for an- yes. We were going to ask for an inventory of livestock, so that does
Oh.
help. Yes. So you have 1 horse, and what are the other 2?
I have a bird.
Oh,
Yeah, that one.
all right. One. He stops and looks at the bird and kind of squints.
Go on. Try to correct me. Tell me I'm wrong. I don't know either.
He just looks at it. That is.
It's a bird, isn't it? That's about all I've got at this point.
I have seen similar birds, but it is bigger. Well, maybe it is just naturally larger than the others. And you said you had a bunny.
Yes, funny. I say as I pull up Peter with a little ice monocle I made for him.
All right, very well then. Would you willingly submit to a quick inspection to make sure none of your creatures have any lice or obvious parasites that could be let in?
Define inspection.
A simple combing over to make sure that there are no insects.
Look at the bird. Is he gonna let this with that icon direct of like, you gonna let them?
Bird shrugs.
I shrug back.
This is not we're going to hurt your animals. It is a very, very simple and quick. We will just give them a quick brush over and inspection.
I wasn't pausing because I thought you were going to hurt them, but because I thought they might try to bite and attack you. They kind of have mildly aggressive. They're kind of mildly aggressive when they get infected or mishandled.
Well, we can give you the brush and you can do it while one of us inspects. Will that be okay?
Would that be okay?
Who or what are you
I
asking?
say, of course.
I think he's asking Peter.
Of course, the Abaddon.
Or Abaddon.
As he paints the picture of the animals being fucking bitey.
Which noises?
I want you to know that the war for
Remember that horses are opportunistic omnivores in this moment.
I think that would be okay.
All right.
Just like stay away from her hooves.
It's it's just a quick, brush down to make sure that there's not any lice, ticks, or any other parasites that could get out into the city and spread. Very well, your animals seem clear. I would like to give a reminder, because it has been literally months, but you guys were told that people with the mark could cross borders freely due to the urgency of investigating what's going on with potentially Ragnarok.
Yeah, but I didn't want to tell them about the mark.
It has been
It's
a
on my
very long-
face.
It's in your
it is a
eye.
it is a very long time, but this is just a reminder of that.
Oh, mine's pretty easy to see. I do not hide.
Mine is on the shoulder, which is covered by everything.
Yeah. There's gonna be let's roll a quick check real quick. Yeah, while they're going over stuff and just kind of looking over you guys, I'm just gonna stop and look at you eye to eye, Salt, for a moment. A moment. Is that this different than the ones we see? And then there's just Val there. Gentlemen, if you had the mark of whatever the Sky Voice said, you should have brought that up sooner.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I woke up to a downpour and I'm a little out of it still.
Sorry about that. It kind of messes with your mind a little after.
Yes, the heat does that to people that aren't used to it. We still would, of course, had to go over inspections of the animals, but please.
Also,
your
I
name?
actually forget.
Also, you can just call me Val.
Just give us your name so we can just register that you have entered the city.
Salt.
And he stops. Just
Yes,
Salt?
that is actually my name. Yes, that is actually my name.
Very well. Salt.
Max.
And could you spell that, please?
Do they use the same letters we do?
Standard common. Standard common, unless you wish to go snake language on them.
No. But assuming common is English. CAMAXTLE.
He writes that down, thank you.
It's Daniel.
Alright. He writes that down. Alright. Well. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Don't cause any trouble while you are allowed in due to your marks. That does not mean you are immune to the law. So do be mindful. And do you need any sort of travel guide or knowledge? It is not often people just show up here without knowing what they're coming for. Or simply coming from here as a stopgap to other places.
We don't know yet. You mind if we just explore the city, town first, and then come find you or someone if we need
I feel
help?
like that's a check-in at the guard station if we wanted to get help, Danny.
Yeah, that.
What your friend said there, yes. But many of the people are friendly. You should be able to ask most people around, and it should help you some. People may be a bit busy or stressed more from that, quite honestly, freakish downpour. Normally when it rains, but that was rather strange. So
Just get going.
some people might be agitated at well, business losses or loss of structure. So don't start anything, please. We don't want to have to arrest you when you're potentially saving the world or whatever is going on with that.
Hey, when I find out, I'll let you know.
Please don't involve me.
You sure you don't want to be involved? What? Everybody's talking about the treasure, the wonder, the fame.
Go on, Matt. Recruit NPCs. It's your turn.
I'm being sarcastic as fuck with him right now, but if I actually recruit him like this, so be it.
Yeah, there's also the whole world-ending part. That whole thing. So
That does put a damper on things, doesn't it?
good luck with your chosen destiny of somehow fixing that. Many blessings upon you.
Hey, you could have just said fuck you and I'm gonna go back into the cart.
But he'll pretty much give the gesture of you guys are able to go in.
As soon as we get the chance, I'm instructing everyone to go forward.
All right. As you guys enter city of Kaldek, to note, the actual city walls themselves stand about 30 feet tall, and the walls are thick. Like, the walls are thick enough that you guys could, like, it looks like a carriage could like easily ride up top the walls with both arrow slits on the outside and brain function.
Murder holes.
Yeah, the murder holes, but also the just blockages for people to hide behind at the wall, along with implemented implemented guard stations across the top of it. Once actually inside the city, compared to the people that look like they were struggling outside, you do have people that, yeah, things look like they were completely soaked here, and even though it took you guys several hours, things have not completely dried up. You have puddles of water in places they shouldn't be, just naturally having pooled. Water damage across various buildings with people trying to get stuff straightened and rebuilt. However, at the same time, you also have some rather delicious aromas of what you would consider exotic spices across the air, as one of the first things you see near entering the gate is an elderly woman, and who looks tongue function. What looks to be like family members behind her, working with a small personal little furnace back there, and pumping out some kind of spiced bread.
Hey, Valtiev.
Oh, yes.
Do you need to, like, see to use your special sense thing? Does it go through walls?
It unfortunately does not go through walls. It's weird.
Walls, no.
If you were, like, sitting in the cart because the cart's open, could you get an idea of what's around?
That's like, I could. Yes.
Okay, one moment. I try to find something that's reasonably thick enough that it might cover his big glowy eyes.
Get a piece of cloth.
Okay.
Does it pass the test?
tie rope around his eyes?
Maybe.
Don't we have like a little we have a cart, don't we?
Yeah, but I don't know how much it'll block.
I
Anyway.
could just look down.
Sure, just don't let them see the torches in your eyes. But yeah, if you
Yeah,
could, make
would've.
sure that we're not surrounded in it right now. Because if that stuff's going through blood and food and things like that, this entire town could be contaminated.
Remind me why you agreed to come here again?
His father said that shit was going to be happening. So we're following a vague prediction.
I should have known better.
So-
than that. Okay, sorry.
He's kind of
Okay.
controlling the big petition this entire time.
60. Okay, so 60 feet. So you don't pick up the food stand or the old lady or any of what appear to be her family around. You don't pick up any of the people on the street around you. Val, over there, say around around the corner for an alleyway, there is a beggar that is that is pretty much almost completely obscured in cloth, aside from their hands. I'll say pretty much hands, feet, and eyes. You're picking up the juju on them.
Is it the same that on me?
Yes.
There is at least one here.
But it's not like everywhere.
No.
Okay. Thought it best to check. Alright.
So I have a question for you,
Oh God.
because I believe you might be able to answer the most. You can.
Oh God.
What?
What is it?
How much fire is a less than friendly amount of fire?
That answer is a lot more complicated than you think, and I'm gonna need more details.
If I were to set a building on fire, would that be considered less than friendly?
I'm just staring
Probably.
and like aghast on the side of the frame.
However, you say things all sense up in a bit more interest now. Yes, probably. However,
Hmm.
I need more details now. Now I'm curious. You gotta walk me through this, and I will tell you if it is still rude or not.
Oh, someone went and decided they're going to insult me and my friends, so I want to go get my come up it. And setting them on fire feels like a good enough what's the word? Feels like equivalent exchange.
Okay. Are we talking like burn their house down? Are we talking like scorch a wall and fuck up their paint job?
I was thinking closer to burn their house down. It feels more appropriate.
What did they call our friends? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I completely checked out and did not pay attention.
Is that important?
It could be because like the whole like I'm all for pettiness, but like you gotta make it match, or it just doesn't land the same, you know?
Is it the livestock comment?
Dare they call them lives? That implies that they're just creatures to be slaughtered for a meal. That's unacceptable. So, maybe.
Hmm. are you gonna look like? Are we gonna talk about like finding that particular guard's house? Or are you talking about like the guard barracks?
Guard tower. That would be great.
Guard tower.
My brain just pops back to Popolotl being like, yeah, maybe tell him when to not say things and chill out. Against this. I think you understand.
I figured of us that are here, you probably would be the best to ask.
I am glad you came to me.
Considering your-
Petty payback is the definition of my existence. Hear me out, okay?
I don't like the sound of
What you
that.
wanted to do, I love it. I do respect it, but I think it'll hit wrong. I don't think it'll get the reaction you want out of this situation, because then you'll just make them feel justified. So instead, we need to figure out a way to make them feel the same displeasure there, just without giving them the justification.
Turn them into a horse?
Can you?
No.
Damn.
I know the chief can. I haven't learned how to do that yet. I'm getting closer. But
You know what? Options for the future, it never hurts to think about. Max, just go back through my inventory.
I love the idea of there's a cursed person over there. That might be a lead. Hang on, we gotta talk about lighting someone's house on fire.
Because to use the technically correct
respect it.
term.
I'll tell you what.
dare they?
I'll tell you what. Give me like an hour or two to work on ideas, workshop them. I'll give you options, and I'll help you pull it off when we're done.
All right.
Matt, who will not.
You know what, Danny? I don't say this very often, and I'm going to put an arm on his hand on his shoulder. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of proud of you right now.
Because I decided to go be petty.
Exactly.
Okay, understood. I hope that wasn't like magic paper. So, sorry, leave. We were going to go do something. Can we just leave and be? Is that acceptable?
Yeah, we had the lead. Oh shit. Yeah, we had the lead. Shit, we were doing something. So we found a weird person?
Al pointed out
Yeah.
that one of the individuals was a bit crucified. I suppose they might be able to tell us where they got it, though I know not what else they might be able to volunteer.
I mean, knowing the where is not bad.
Do you want to like go and catch them?
I don't think they're moving. Not much of a catch.
The one that has the unconsciously do is the beggar. I'm talking very low this time. It's the beggar over there.
Oh, we're beating up homeless people now?
Why would you be that behind?
Sorry, Val said talk in the same way he said talk about a couple of the other people, and it's kind of hard to tell with them.
I'm just gonna be glad that it seems like we're falling on that particular end of things if this is how we do things.
Hey, look at me. I didn't want to beat up a homeless person. I had concerns. But it sounded like what y'all were doing, so I was trying to figure out what was going on.
I mean, if he's really on, we can just go like ask him to follow us for a couple of coins
What?
or for some food.
We're just asking questions.
You know, I was going to handle this, but at this point, I'm morbidly curious.
I mean, would you want to go and ask random dude on the streets about his personal effects and business and curses in the middle of the street?
It's in an alleyway.
He's at the corner of an alleyway begging.
They are literally asking people to interact with them.
I'm just gonna start walking over there.
All right. We're right at 11, so we'll deal with this interaction next week.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Because this could be a whole thing where we're potentially beating up and abducting the homeless.
Why?
I am not going to punch the homeless man.
Slavery bad? Beating up and abducting the homeless? Another story. Burning people's houses down over the correct terminology? Also another story.
Yeah, I stopped the arson.
For now.
For now.
For now.
There's a reason I did not tell my spirit guide that they for sure would not be sacrificed.
You just said you tried.
Oh my god.
Tune in next time when Danny gets the entire guard force on his ass and realizes he's level 4.
Yeah.
Turns into something that
this.
can't fly, but runs like a mouse. And
These
proceeds
are
to
the
start his new
Skyrim
life.
guards. They're the Oblivion guards.
They literally.
I don't know. Last time we dealt with guards, they caught me. Last time we dealt with guards as a druid, they caught me out of the fucking air when I was a sparrow.
Me as an owl.
Okay, then.
Oh, there's the opportunity for those two to come back eventually.
I hope we run into them because they're.
So glad I didn't know that.
At some point, we're gonna hear the tale of the owl man and the bird man.
And the tidal wave.
Tidal wave, that's a good spell.
If that's where Jesus, if that's where we're close, then
There are
Nice.
there are multiple side story interactions we've had in the past pre-campaign that all might come up.
Within the span of a few minutes, there was a swarm. Water from nowhere. The sky turned bright.
You shoved bees into someone's face.
I still love that whole session because of how it played out. That entire garrison had two completely different stories of what happened.
Someone got their bacon jacked.
Hey, it was fucking eggs. Get it right.
Sorry,
And I
egg.
saw
Sorry,
like,
it's been a couple years.
like a Goliath fell out of the sky from nowhere.
alrighty. Till next time. Bye bye.
But
Squaw.